On to the Toffee Blues, your talk for all things Everton. Welcome to the player rating show for Man United 2, Everton nil. Everton went down without much of a fight against Manchester United, a much superior Manchester United second string, which is really concerning. But yeah, we'll get straight into it with the Everton player ratings, and we'll start with the one positive. Jordan Pickford, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 because without him, this could have been, it's not often you get beaten if you keep it a 9 out of 10, but we could have lost about 6 or 7 nil today, let's be honest. We were absolutely dreadful defensively, and Jordan Pickford bailed us out on numerous occasions. So, yeah, Pickford, easily Everton man of the match, and that's kind of reflective of how the game went for us. Jordan Pickford, the only player who really comes out with this one with his head held high, 9 out of 10, really good performance. Just a shame about what went on in front of him today. Moving on, Seamus Coleman will give him a 5 out of 10. He was okay, but he obviously made a very costly error, which led to their second goal. Miscontrolled the ball and allowed Martial to score his customary goal against Everton. Martial's always seemed to have Coleman on toast in whenever he plays against them. He let Rashford in to square it to him this time. I mean, Coleman's been pretty impressive of late. I think he played really well in most games, but yeah, even today, I don't think he was terrible, but that was a very costly header. That killed the game as far as we're concerned. So 5 out of 10 for Seamus Coleman. And Michael Keane, 6, didn't really do much wrong, didn't really do much right either. Like, again, Tarkowski as well, I'm going to give a 6. It was just one of those games where I think the two of them were getting spun a bit too easily, whether that was on Dyche's tactics or whether it was just they had an off day, I don't know, but like neither of them were at the levels that they've been performing at recently. Man United were getting in behind them a lot, and that's not how neither of those centre backs, Tarkowski and Keane, are in the comfort zone when they're playing a high line and getting spun in behind a lot. That's really going to play to their detriment. So, yeah, I couldn't give them any more than a 6, even though like neither of them particularly done too much wrong. But we conceded twice, and the defence wasn't very stable today. So I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10 each. Ben Godfrey, out of 10. It was absolutely dreadful from Godfrey. He was really, really poor today. Every single ball that Manchester United played in over the top was going over his head, dropping into the space. Anthony was exploiting it. He got absolutely run ragged today, and he was rightly hooked at half time for Mikalenko. And if there's any justice, Mikalenko will start against Fulham because Godfrey was absolutely disgraceful today. It was probably his worst performance as an Everton player, and there's probably been a few of those, but it was really, really concerning. Like he's probably responsible for the main reason that we got peppered in the first half. Really, really disappointing. He's done all right since Dyche came in playing at left back, but this was probably his worst performance for quite some time. So that was really worrying. So 2 out of 10 for Godfrey. Midfield, I think Idrissa Gueye, 5 out of 10. Yeah, one of his lesser games. He played poorly in the reverse fixtures against United, if I'm not mistaken, and he was not much better today. He was very sloppy in possession. He didn't really win the ball back as much as he normally does. That's normally his redeeming quality when there are questions about his technical ability, his ability to win the ball back when we haven't got it is usually what sort of serves him well. But he didn't really do either today. He was sloppy in possession and out of it. So yeah, 5 for Idrissa Gueye and another five as well for Amadou Onana, who did some things well, but again was quite anonymous in this game. Didn't really do a great deal. Again, the midfield was getting overrun a bit too easily. And then I think he picked up a bit of a knock and got subbed off. Yeah, not another sort of anonymous performance from Onana as well. Alex Iwobi, 4 out of 10. It was a really poor display from him as well. Seemed to make the wrong decision at every turn, giving the ball away really sloppily. He's the most technical of the three in the middle of the park as well, out of those three. And he's expecting to be able to play the passes with a bit more crisp, and he just wasn't really doing. He was under hitting passes, over hitting passes. Uh, yeah, just trying to beat players when it wasn't there to be done, and he was gifting possession back to Manchester United a lot. So Iwobi was definitely needs to do better. Um, Hopefully, I think if I had my way, I'd have him all back out on the right wing and Gray back up top for the Fulham game. I think that saved us far better under Dice so far. So hopefully we see that change going forward to the Fulham game and beyond that. Um, right back Neil, 6 out of 10. Didn't really do as much as he normally does. Didn't really offer a lot today. Um, Probably his most anonymous display since Dyche came in, and he's been excellent recently, but didn't do a lot wrong, didn't do a lot right. It's a very basic middle of the road 6 out of 10. Same for Damari Gray. I thought he was a bit livelier than McNeil, but that's so often the case with Gray. His final ball, his final decision was wrong. Um, Arguments whether he should have had a penalty, but I thought he went down a bit too easily. Didn't threaten the goal enough. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for Damari Gray. Ellis Sims started up top. Excellent against Chelsea, of course. Done well when he come on against Spurs as well. But not today. Today wasn't his game. I give him maybe a four, maybe a 5 out of 10 if I'm being generous. He was anonymous, didn't really get into the game at all. His one big chance, he completely fluffed his lines. You expect him to do better. I think I've seen him. He's been a good finisher at all the levels. Premier League's a different kettle of fish, but it was a really good open opportunity for him to take his chance. He didn't really take it. And then he kind of disappeared into the wilderness for the rest of the game. So I couldn't give him any more than a 5. Substitutes, Mikalenko, like I say, came on for Godfrey. Still got troubled a little bit, but far better than Godfrey was. Probably a 6 out of 10. Didn't really do loads, but gave a far better account of himself. Yeah, definitely a 6 out of 10. He was certainly wouldn't give him any lower. He held his own okay. Then Tom Davis and Ben Garner came on, and I'd give both of them maybe Garner didn't really do a great deal. 6 out of 10. Not particularly bad, not really good either. Tom Davis was okay, I thought, when he come on. Give him a 7 out of 10. He was all right. He seemed to throw himself around a bit more than Gay and Anana did. Seemed the most lively out of the centre mids. They came on and actually looked a bit interested, got involved, roughed their players up a little bit, so didn't let them have it all their own way. It would have been nice to see a bit more of that from the other players in the middle of the park today. So Tom Davis was okay, 7 out of 10. And obviously Sims didn't have the best of games, got subbed off for no pay, and he was just as anonymous. So another, I'd say, a 4 out of 10 for Neil Mopay. Didn't contribute anything as you. Absolutely dreadful signing. One goal all season for the strike. It's just absolutely not good enough. And just doesn't offer anything to our game. It's really disappointing. But not disappointed, but not surprised as far as Mowbray is concerned these days. So yeah, another 4 out of 10 to cap off of a disappointing list of ratings. I think Nathan Patterson came on as well. Didn't really do a lot. Didn't have time to do a lot. Give him a middle of the road 6. Didn't really do anything in the game. But yeah, it was a disappointing set of ratings all around there. There wasn't many positives to take, as you can tell. So sad one. Kind of the nerves are jangling again as far as the relegation battle's concerned. So bring on the next game as soon as possible because we need to turn this around as quickly as possible and get some points on the board against Fulham. We need to do it. Otherwise, the nerves will really start jangling and don't think I can take much more of it. But there you have it, guys. Player ratings for the game. Let us know your opinions. Get your ratings in. Drop them in the comments below. Give the video a like and subscribe for more content. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching on the Toffee Blues.